Tuned in to Guardian Radio, your source for Destiny news, tips, and chatter. Sit back, relax, and embrace your destiny.
Welcome everyone to Guardian Radio, the first and longest running Destiny podcast on the net. I am your host, Mark Turcott, and joining me this week, as always, my morning fire team brother, K-Dub. K-Dub, what's up, dude?
What's up, everybody? I am not this week on Tiger Woods pain meds. For those of you don't know our subscribers to EBD Radio, which Mark and I do, I had sprained my ankle last weekend really bad, and it's an Achilles issue that I have. So I took some pain meds for the show last week, and that didn't work out so well. So anyway, not on those this week.
For those wondering why K-Dub sounded a little crazy last week in the episode,
a little antsy, a little bit of ants in his pants.
Speaking of Tiger Woods. Dude came in second place over the weekend, and he's on his way back. Hopefully, hey, I'm a golf fan. Whether you like Tiger or you don't, that same tournament a year ago that he just came in second, the viewing ratings were 186% higher yesterday than a year ago the same tournament.
Wow, because of
Tiger
him.
was in the run.
Just because of him.
Yeah. Whether you like him or you don't, he's huge for golf. I'm a golf fan. So that's how I put the parallel together. I'm back too.
There you go.
Let's go.
All right, and finally, the man to round out our trio, YouTuber Mesa Sean. Sean, what's up, dude?
What's going on, guys? I got a pretty cool announcement for those that are actually in chat right here.
Nice.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to announce I got picked by Scuff Gaming to be one of 16 affiliates in this thing called Scuff Madness, right? It's a little take on March Madness, where it's going to be a competition, and the winner of the competition gets their own branded controller that'll go up on the site for production, sales, and everything like that. So
Sweet.
I'll be announcing the details of that tomorrow, but it's basically whoever uses my code the most within these brackets will move on to the next bracket. And it's not like you have to buy a controller. You could buy, they have batteries for $1 you can buy that will count.
Nice.
It's basically how many people use your codes. If you want a fidget spinner, if you want hats, if you need a new shirt, if you want $10 sunglasses, batteries are $1. Each code basically will move you. That's why I keep I'm going to buy a bunch of batteries because yeah. And then I'm just shocked. How did I get picked? I mean, there's a million streamers and huge YouTubers with Scuff codes, but I guess the Mesa Army has been ridiculously supportive in terms of using my code off Scuff products. Everyone, they tweet me nonstop, like pictures of the controllers. I'm like, some of them look better than mine. I'm like, I should have gotten that color. You know what I mean? So that'll be a big announcement tomorrow. Or actually, if you're watching this on YouTube, you already know about this already. So pretty psyched. And on the 14th, which is 2 days from now, we'll find out who the other 15 people are, or who my competition will be. So
nice.
That's for me this week. Hopefully, it'll be
awesome. Awesome. Well, March Madness is running wild. And we got
Speaking of brackets,
I was saying we got a little talk here, but hold up before we get to that.
Good segue.
Little bit of housekeeping real quick. Just get it out of the way. We haven't done the housekeeping, actually. I was thinking back. We haven't done this in a while. So don't forget, guys, email us, feedback@theguardiansofdestiny.com. We want your feedback. Always send it to us. Topics, all that good stuff. It helps keep the show rolling and moving us forward. Be sure to follow us on Twitter @GuardiansOfD. Starting next week, the show live used to always be here on Twitch. What's up to everybody over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Guardian Radio. However, beginning next week, we are moving to Sean's YouTube channel. So Monday night, next week, we will be live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And generally, that is the time, except every once in a while, we do have a late show like we do tonight. But go to youtube.com/MesaSean, and the show will be live Monday nights there. So you can tune in, join the crew over there, and all the mods and all that are going to be a part of it. And you get all those cool little emotes, in Sean's channel and all that are over there. So be sure to, again, youtube.com/MesaSean. I'll have the link in the show notes for everybody over there. And K-Dub, I want to throw it to you, man. What do we got going on? We've done this every year for the last, 3 years now? This will be the third time, right? I think we're doing it now. Our big March Madness here at Guardian Radio.
This is year 3. Yep. I think that's right. So here we go. So in honor of March Madness coming, if you don't know, if you're not a sports fan, Mark and I are big sports fans. The NCAA men's basketball tournament is about to start. Starts on Thursday. It is a bracket of 64 teams. It's 68 if you get technical, but it's really a bracket of 64 teams. And it's a tournament, 32 on this side, 32 on this side. They go all the way down to the 2, final, boom. And you have to pick who's going to win. And there's a bracket. So I'm going to give you the website and the place to go, the login. There's a password. It's locked to only the people that are listening to my voice. And I'm going to give you where to go and what to do and how to get into it. So it's a lot of fun. It's a tournament challenge. So what you do is you go to games.espn.com is the website. When you go to that website, there will be a tab under there that says Tournament Challenge. Click on Tournament Challenge, and then you want to search for groups. So you go to groups, and then there will be a search, and you want to search for Guardian Radio 2018. There's a space between the words. So Guardian space, Radio space, 2018 is the name of the group. When you get into the group, the password is Guardian.
Woo!
Since we all have a question about what a Guardian is now. So Guardian is the password for the bracket. When you go in there, you're going to log in, or if you don't have an account on ESPN.com, create one. It'll let you log right in. Boom. And the bracket will come up, and you just pick your winner. Pick. Nice. It'll fill it all in. You get to the end, you have the champion, and it'll ask you a tiebreaker, which is the total score of the championship game. So if you think it's going to be 100-90, you put 190 in there. That's a tiebreaker in case you go to the same exact thing and two people have the same exact winner. The tiebreaker is the closest to the total.
And what are they going to win this year, Caleb?
They are going to win the McFarlane figure of your choice, be it Titan,
and that includes
Warlock,
even the salad. And I'll even throw the salad in there.
Titan, Warlock, or Hunter, or the salad bar figure, which is a little bit bigger.
Yep.
And a Guardian Radio T-shirt to be sent directly to you at no cost. So that's going to be the thing. And I've already filled out my bracket. I created it. You'll see.
What's the deadline, Caleb, so they know?
The games start Thursday at noon. So I would have them. You got to have them in there before the first tip off. So I would get it in there. I mean, as early as tomorrow, no later than Wednesday.
So if you're an early listener to the show, if you don't wait till the weekend, you're going to be able to get in. And if not, well,
you got to be in. You got to be in by Thursday tip off. I think the first tip off is noon.
Yep.
So awesome. That's a deal. We've had 150 people last year in this, and it was a lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
And Mark, and we'll even make Sean fill out a bracket. But Mark and I will be there too. And we're not eligible, obviously. We just want to beat your butt and see if we can beat you. But whoever gets the most points, because there's points per win, will win the prize. And it's a lot of fun. We talk trash on Twitter about it, and it's been a blast the last couple of years. So here we go. Tournament Challenge 2018 Guardian Radio.
Let's go. So going to be a good time for sure. But all right, guys, let's get moving on here. We have so much to talk about. I mean, my God, this week at Bungie was just bananas this week. So let's move on to our first segment, our new segment that we call Dispatches from the Traveler. All right, well, like I said, this week at Bungie was a big one. We have all the changes coming with the Sandbox. I mean, they went through like boom, 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 and just bullet pointed so many different things that are happening. But real quick, before we get to that, Iron Banner did come around this week.
The banana.
I gotta admit, man, I actually surprisingly played a lot of Iron Banner this week. Like, I honestly just kind of was like, meh, in the past Iron Banners, like just not diving in. I think I played at least maybe an hour a day at least, which was great. One day I played like 3 hours of Iron Banana. Like, that's not me at all. I don't know what it was this week. I just enjoyed it. I think I like Clash.
It's the last time you're going to be able to play fours, baby.
Did you buy the pulse rifle?
What's that, Sean?
Did you buy the pulse rifle?
I did, actually, yes.
Okay, yeah, because what are they, like with stocks? They put a buy, sell, buy that pulse rifle because
huge.
We're going to talk about it tonight, but they're really tweaking pulse rifles heavily, so it's got Outlaw on it, too. I've been playing Iron Banner, too, because I'm obsessed. Did I talk about it last week? The Manananan SR4?
Yes, I got killed by it multiple times this week, Sean. I think it's all your fault,
I had
damn
people saying in my comment section, like, do you have a modded controller or anything? No, just because on my Scuff, I've got the trigger stops where I could just, it's really fire. And that thing is so fast firing. Oh, and I rolled mine Masterworks with range for the Nightfall, and now, I can't put it down. Wow. That's, the only thing I used. I was playing a lot of Iron Banner, but I feel like Iron Banner with friends is the best.
Definitely, yeah.
No doubt.
Playing with... I played a game or two by myself, and I was getting steamrolled. But I gotta feel like they need to do something with the matchmaking that if you're by yourself, try to match people that are all randoms, like, because if I going to, and I see on the list, it's me and Blueberries versus 4, I know that's going to be 2 tokens. Why am I going to waste my time? If I did my daily bounties, sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what? I have my daily bounties because you get a big package of tokens from Salad Head. I'll just go in and play it. But I know if I did my daily bounties, I'm like, why am I going to stick around for? So they need to do that, and they need to let you run it back with people. You know what I mean? Like, so many times we'll have like a sweaty match. It'd be me and like 2 of my friends versus a team of 3 or 4, and then either we win or lose. We want to run it back.
You want to go again?
A rematch. A rematch tab would be
I don't know why,
dude.
You know what? That's
I'm not
what,
sure.
yes. Just because a lot of times,
when it pops up, give you an option like for 10 seconds.
Would you like a rematch? I mean, it's that way. In, or even like Overwatch even has like stay as a team. Like if you want to stay as a team together, give the option. If you go in as a solo player and your team of 4 played well, give those 4 people the option to stick together. Like don't make us have to go away or send messages and all that. Like just let us join up right there, man.
That was one of the fun things for Destiny 1 was, like me and my friend Chris, shout out to C Minnow and Versace Viper. They love to teabag. He hates hunters, and he's like, this effing guy, like heavy New York accent, hates hunter. He's like, this guy's getting anyone that uses a sword as a hunter, he's teabagging. So this he's getting messages nonstop.
And they're gonna be even worse coming soon, man.
Oh man.
Well,
1.14 is gonna be a little hunter buff. Like,
well, because he was annoying Matador guy in Destiny 1, so he'd get constant hate mail. He was a Titan. He has one character, and that's a Striker Titan. That's it. And we loved running it back in Destiny 1 because we'd go on for 45 minutes back and forth and get messages back and forth and sometimes get invited to party chats with them. So I really hope Bungie does see this and implement something within matchmaking so that you have a game and you don't part ways. You just stay in the same lobby. You choose to leave the lobby if you want to.
You know what? Not only that, I think that would also help build the community because if you find people that you gel with, that you're playing with, and because normally it's just boom, you match make and they're gone, unless you message them or they message you and you try and do something, which hardly ever happens. If you had that thing where you could just stay as a team and you're rolling, that would, after a couple games and it's really good, you're gonna send those messages. Hey, friend me up. Blah, blah.
Yep.
I think that'd be a really good idea, man. That's a great idea.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
We'll see, but hey, we got lots to talk about. So let's move on here to this update, guys. So they did in this update go through the 1.1.4, and this is deemed the gotta go fast update. And Sean, you actually had some video of some of some gameplay, right, in one of your news videos.
Well, actually, Dylan from Bungie posted a Twitter video, a video that was unlisted, and then I messaged him and he said I could use it. And basically, he was running around with the raid sniper, which, if you don't know, that's very low impact, fast firing, but the most ridiculous aim down sight. Like the real good snipers from D1 will love that thing because it's like really quick. And it's a clip of him. First off, he's running really, really fast. 2, he's like getting snipes off, and then you see him killing people, and they drop a heavy brick.
Is that the clip they put in the TWAB at the end?
Yes. Yeah, they went back and added it to the TWAB later on that night, I think. But so one, he was moving very fast. He was using a hand cannon, and he was sniping, and then you see the power ammo brick drop. And I believe, we'll get into the notes, but I believe either the enemy or you just, like, your teammates, like, I think it's fair game for anyone to get their power. Right. Which means means a lot of power ammo, which means people like me who are tubes McGillicuddy is going to be using a lot of rockets, but I'm thinking to myself, and we'll go into it, I think you're only going to be able to pull one rocket when you pull power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's going to make me, you know what? I'm going to go back to my main ingredient. I'm going to pull out Hawthorne
fusions, baby.
Yeah, like I'm going to go back to fusions.
Well, that's what they said. I think it's going to be, isn't it going to be rockets and swords are going to kind of just be where you're not going to get as much ammo with those. So it's kind of forcing people's hands to make you use a fusion rifle, make you use a sniper.
If I can get more ammo for a fusion rifle, I'll get more kills with it than one rocket. Exactly. You know what I mean? Or I'll pull maybe I'll try sniping again. I love sniping in Destiny 1. Hawthorne's Field Forge is another good one. The colony, they're not doing anything to. You pull a colony, you're getting 4 grenades. I guarantee you when power is everywhere, they're going to have to do something about that because that colony is so annoying right now.
Dude, in Iron Band, I just kept coming up across. Because you like get away from somebody and those things just keep coming at you and you're like, damn it, man.
They chase you.
It's so annoying.
But you know what? If you've got Masterworks armor, I don't think it's a one-shot, I think. Because I've been noticing a lot of times, like, if someone's got a full set of Masterworks armor, and I'll hit them with a Sins of the Past rocket, it'll take him down to near no health, but he won't die.
But they won't die, huh?
Whereas if they didn't have Masterwork, they would have been dead.
I think they need to nerf that chase, though.
Oh, what, on the colony? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't say nerf. I would say lessen the amount of
the range, right?
Well, you know what? Don't touch the colony. Just limit the amount of ammo you can have for. Because if people are going to be picking up power, they're going to be picking it up off the ground.
Chaos Cosplays has a good point there that it may not be as prevalent with the colony because you can move quicker. So you're going to actually get away. I mean, that was my issue. Was like somebody was shooting and I would be backing, like backing up, even looking at them.
Good point, man.
Nothing I could do. But yeah, if you can,
as long as they don't speed up, I agree. Yep.
But let's start diving into some of this. So the first thing in this update, we had senior Crucible designer Kevin Yans. And he basically goes on to talk about all the changes to the playlist, essentially. And he says, how Iron Banner, Rumble, Mayhem are going to make their triumphant returns, and that Iron Banner is, of course, becoming the 6v6. So this was the last Iron Banner we're going to have with the 4v4. So as of recording this, you guys got a few hours if you want to play some 4v4 Iron Banner. But he says Rumble has welcomed
Rumble also going to 6s.
Players.
Yep.
Well, Rumble's going to go up to 8.
Oh, 8. Right.
Rumble's going to go up to 8.
And no points for assists. Everything is kills.
Right. Straight up.
Yep. That's going to be cool.
Definitely. So they were looking at feedback, and they said, they were looking at the big issues that people have just been screaming about, and that's time to kill and team shotting. And so that's everything that they've done, kind of even with the playlist, is even going towards trying to address those. So one of the things they're doing, the respawn and revives have all been tuned. So all the quick play modes.
This is huge.
This is huge. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
What is it now?
That's fast.
Quick play. Well,
is it like 8 seconds?
It's longer, but it's not even so much the seconds. That's part of it. It's where you spawn is the bigger problem.
Yeah.
So they take longer and put you in a bad spot because what happens is when you take longer to people move. It needs to instantly spawn you somewhere else.
Yeah.
When they take 8 seconds, somebody's already ran around the corner and he spawned right in front of them. So
I mean, Sean, what 2 seconds isn't Call of Duty? I mean, what's Call of Duty? Maybe a second?
But no. Call of Duty, they let you, because you want to watch the kill cam. You want to see how this guy wasted you. But you could choose to spawn in, just almost instantly. Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. I mean, if you spawn in instantly, which I normally do because I don't really give a crap in Call of Duty, it's usually like maybe a second. So like 2 seconds, and that's going to be fast.
Yeah,
man.
if you're just smashing the button when you die, it's like a second.
Yeah, I mean, so this is potentially, if you want to be slamming on that button, you could be back in the action in Destiny 2, which is kind of crazy. Player respawn timers for survival are now down to 7, and countdown reduced also to 7, and players will no longer lose their revive tokens.
That's interesting.
So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing.
Now, the next part is the part that's going to get a little hairy.
Yep. So the power ammo respawn timers were adjusted across the board. So power respawn ammo in Iron Banner are reduced by 50%.
80%. Iron Banner.
Quick play down by 30%, survival by 40%, and countdown by 25%. So across the board, they're all going down. I mean, the biggest one, obviously, Iron Banner, which it's kind of odd. Like, why in Iron Banner are you doing it more than you would in Quick Play? I mean, I think Quick Play, whatever. I mean, Quick Play.
I just think Iron Banner, they want it to be insane.
They want it to be crazy.
You know what?
Yeah.
Look, sometimes unbalanced and crazy things with power everywhere and shotguns and fusions, it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, well, that's why Mayhem's great.
Right.
So,
and they did mention they fixed the Nova Bomb glitch for
they did
nice
the warlocks out there like myself. Right. I never did the glitch because I could have forgot how to do it anyway, but they did fix that for the next Mayhem. Next time Mayhem comes around.
Yep. As we mentioned, the ammo counts now have also been adjusted. So in most cases, weapons will either retain the same ammo count or receive even a buff. However, the swords and rockets were brought down to stay in line with the rest of the weapons offering. And again, I think that's really just to drive people to use other things, right? Because we don't have snipers in that energy slot or anything. It's like, hey, try sniper. And I think that's why they put that video out of Dylan going bananas with that sniper. Because once again, he gets like 4 or 5 kills, man. I mean, he's just on a tear. And it's
that raid sniper's good.
I mean, you watch that and you're like, is this Destiny 1? Like, you don't see that ever in Destiny 2 anymore. So it was kind of cool as hell to see that.
Like, is this true Vanguard or something? You know what I mean? Like, that's true Vanguard type gameplay.
Right.
Enemy players, as we mentioned, are now going to drop the power ammo on death. And
this
basically,
is sweet.
anybody can pick that up. So it's to secure the power ammo to keep it from your foes or steal it off your enemy's ghost. But be quick. because they will, of course, disappear. So they didn't.
That's a great idea, man, because that could create so many weird situations where you're next to someone, they die, they drop power. Now you picked it up. That guy is coming to rush you, and now all of a sudden you got shotgun ammo. But I wonder, are they going to do the quick reload thing where you pick it up and you're automatically reloaded?
Right now,
or do you have to pull out the fusion and put it in?
Yes. Well, like right now, when you pull the power ammo, you're automatically loaded, right? At least
yes.
with that one shot.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll do
what
it with that.
What is going to happen now when that drops? How did it work?
The other thing,
Mayhem, does Mayhem in Destiny 2? Did it? If you dropped ammo, would you pick it up?
Yeah, it did, but I don't remember.
I don't remember if it auto-loaded. I don't remember if it auto-loaded.
Did it?
I don't think it did. I don't think it did. I think
no, it didn't. You had actually loaded. Yeah, okay.
So the thing that the interesting part to this for me is the most fun in Destiny 1 regarding it was heavy ammo was you knew where the other team was going to be because you knew when the heavy ammo was coming, and you could set up ambush points or snipe shots over their crate, right?
Yeah.
And you knew they were going to be there, and you could, if you were in the right spot, or if you got to yours quick enough to get theirs, you could blow them up, take their, right? It was the whole thing, right? It was like one of the most fun things to do in Destiny 1 as far as heavy ammo goes, is you knew where they were going to be at the time. So heck, same thing with special, even for those snipers. So with this, if you kill somebody that's in like an open area and they drop heavy, it's going to become like a gold mine of death, because then you
contention,
can, if you let's say you snipe somebody, right? They drop ammo. You can just sit there and wait for the next little guy to come along.
Yeah, that's almost like a dog tag, or
it exactly right. It's like a dog tag and kill confirmed. Exactly right.
Supremacy crest.
Right. So I mean, that could actually be, if you have a coordinated team, that could be a thing. Like, hey, I just killed somebody heavy at so and so.
I'm gonna snipe his friend now.
Right. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's gonna be it just anything that they do that is gonna make the gameplay more interesting and thoughtful and something that you can frame engagements about. I'm all for it, man. I'm digging it. I think it's gonna be great. I'm really curious to see how long those bricks are gonna stay, though.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be 5 seconds, 10 seconds, a minute? Like how long is it gonna be? How long are they gonna stay? It needs to be kind of short, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it needs to be no longer than 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'd say about 20 seconds I think would be ideal, because then it'll be laying there and then someone will spawn in, pick it up. And
yeah, I mean, 20. I can't hear Mark. Mark, you're muted.
I would say, dude, when you have matches that are only like, 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes, I mean, you can't have that stuff sitting there for 30 seconds. You have to make sure you're. So I would say 20 seconds max. Yeah, I think, because that seems like it's probably even going to be a long time. But you know what? I mean, the cool thing is that's probably something they can tune, pretty easily.
Oh, absolutely. That's an easy change, I would think. Right. There's no bugs involved with changing the timer, right?
Well,
no.
We hope not.
Right.
Let's talk about competitive, because this is a big change, man. So they noticed that to reduce team, or he says during development, we realized that while we'd reduced the team shotting in quick play and Iron Banner, we hadn't quite done the same to competitive. So knowing this, we looked for a change that reinforced the following goals: reduce team clumping, reward individual plays, and incentivize flanks.
Yes,
so with those in mind, here's what they're doing, and this is interesting and pretty divisive. I've seen people all across the board on this one. They've opted to remove the tracker from all competitive and trials game modes.
I love this.
So essentially what this does is it forces
trials.
Teamwork. Yeah, I mean, it's Infernal, right? It's basically what it is. But it's making teamwork. You have to have those call-outs. You have to constantly be just engaging or looking at your environment. You're not just can't just keep looking up in the top left of your screen, see a little bit of red, and just eventually know where they are. I mean, to me, I think it's a great change. Is it for me? I mean, personally, I'm not into game modes without radars, but I think it is definitely a way to help with those team shotting, because it just forces teamwork more, man, and communication.
The funny thing is, not only does it force teamwork, it also balances the power of the haves and the have-nots as far as the high-end 1% heavy competitive sweaty guy versus the average, I'm above average gamer guy that just wants to go play something. It actually, the heavy sweaties don't like this.
No, there's so much salt on Twitter. It was ridiculous.
I love this.
I love it too.
Honestly, it's one of those things where, look, if you're as good as you are, then you should be able to react quickly and have communication with your team. Now, the only thing that I would say is, for the people like Crafty who does carries, I can understand, because it's just him against the world, man.
Yeah.
Like when Crafty does carries, when Crafty does carries on trials, right? It's him and some other dude that he's carrying along, and they can occasionally get a kill or two, but he's got to like take them all out. Usually he's taking 2 or 3 guys out. So I understand it from that standpoint, but in the whole world gameplay of the millions of people that are playing this game, I think this is a really good quality of life change that will help the average gamer feel like they're a better gamer than they are. And I think that's a more positive situation.
Right, it makes more of a level playing field, I think.
Agreed. Exactly. Right.
Even though it makes it, I think it actually just makes it harder, obviously, because you don't have as much information. But in doing that, it makes it more of an even playing field. Right. Now, trials. I mean, you have to have a team, so you're obviously communicating. But when it comes to the competitive mode, I mean, I would hope people would start tapping into that voice chat option, and actually go into that, because I mean, in this mode, you're going to need to be communicating, man. I mean, you can't just go in and hope for the best. It's like...
Competitive is a team game. If you're going to be in a team game, communicate, and you're going to do good. So
this might actually bring, because like my friends and my crew that I play PvP with, we only play quick play. We never play competitive. This might actually bring us into competitive because they're still going to have the locations. You know how they have like you're in carpets or you're in whatever it is that. I think that's still going to be there. You know what I mean? So like that will make us be like, all right, me and Chris, we're gonna go carpets. You two guys go that way and this and that, and it does cater to my play style, because whenever I play Call of Duty and Battlefront 2, I'm the guy that, especially when a game first comes out and there's new maps, I always work the outside. I always work the entire. I never go down the middle until I'm really comfortable with the map and stuff. And that's what I'll be doing. You know what I mean? And hopefully catch some people slipping and get some kills and stuff. But I think this might introduce some people who are playing quick play to not be so afraid to go competitive, I think.
Here's the other thing, and I'll get some crap for this. As a Titan, I also love this mode, because I can fly around as a striker Titan, and you don't have a map, and I shoulder charge you right in the back of the head.
And then a hunter,
no clue.
Then a hunter has the foe tracer, which they're all going to use, because once they see you, they track you for a good number of minutes. That used to be one of my favorite helmets in PvP.
Oh, man, that's a great idea, Sean.
I love that helmet, actually, because as soon as you it locks onto one target, and then it tracks them, and then you do bonus damage when they get to low health and stuff. So foe tracer is going to be critical for all hunters, I would think.
Yep.
Wow. You know what? I wonder if they did, like, Bungie, somebody put in the chat, the hardcore modes, and essentially that's kind of what they're doing. I mean, I think Call of Duty does that. They get rid of the map and all that. But in, like, the old Halo games, they had a game mode called SWAT, and it was literally just, like, one shot, you're dead. Imagine if they did something like that, where they added, like, something to a competitive mode where...
We had that. It was in Destiny 1. It was called a shotgun.
Yeah. But like a mode,
I love it because I love Call of Duty World War II, and I love that type of time to kill because it's fun. Whoever sees who first. But I think the community, and I'm generalizing here, the PvP community will never be happy.
Yeah,
they never will.
Right.
And that'll be one more thing for them to bitch about.
Yep.
The funny thing about it is, so it's a really tough balancing act that they have to do. Yeah. Like, time to kill can't be too long, but it can't be too short.
Short, yeah.
So it's like this crazy balancing act that they have to try and play. Like, everybody said that D1's was too short, but then D2's is too long. And so I think the balancing act is, I think what we're trying to accomplish is, if somebody gets a jump on you, you can at least get out of it. Mm-hmm. Right? It's not whoever sees you first wins, because that does suck, and I don't like that. And I didn't like COD because of it. I think Blops Deuce did the best. Like, you and I kind of agree on that, Sean.
I love that time. To me, that was the perfect time to kill.
I think you're right.
Blops Quattro. That's
coming. Blops Quattro's
coming,
baby.
Blops Quattro.
But I think that's the balancing act that they're trying to have to play as devs. Is where's that TTK that's going to make everybody, happy enough that where if you get to jump on somebody, or more importantly, you can take out 2 people. I think that's the problem. Is in today's game, even if you get the jump on somebody, you're not taking out 2. You're just not.
Right.
Yeah. And if you get the jump on 2 people now, and they're not, especially if there's no tracker, you should be able to do that. If you're good enough, you should be able to take out 2 and get a double. It's just so hard to get a double right now with the team shotting aspect. So I think they're really addressing all of these issues, and it's going to be interesting to see how it works out if we're able to, that TTK drops a little bit. you can flank better. You know, all those different things. I like all of the things that I'm hearing so far. So that's just me personally. So.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the sandbox itself. So those are just the game modes, but now here, I mean, this is almost like game changing some of this stuff. So essentially, and we had heard this before, but in short, everyone's going to get faster, and the high end of that is going to be even higher. You know, they did mention that the 3 glides, catapult, and strafe lift have returned and buffed to make them faster and more unique. The player's ground speed cap has been increased, allowing for faster total movement speed regardless of how you get there. And the Arc Strider, Sentinel, and Striker all will move faster and at the same time, or I'm sorry, at the same speed as one another while in their supers. So those, of course, are the roaming supers. And you're not only going to be faster than that, but you're also going to all be at the same speed, which is awesome. Because there's nothing worse when you drop your fists as a Striker, then you're just running around like, and it just sucks, man. Sometimes you can't chase people down. Now you're going to be faster. You're going to be able to chase those people down, which I think is cool. I mean, that's the whole point. It's the power fantasy. That's what we want when we drop those supers, man.
I kind of feel like Arc Strider has it the worst, because I was playing Iron Bandit with one of my friends who only runs Arc Strider, and he constantly gets killed as an Arc Strider once he pops a super, even with Masterworks armor and stuff. You know, like, so now that, you know, that, like, I think you're going to get into it right now, but buffing the Arc Strider a little bit for this super, I think is going to be critical for Arc Strider. Faster
attack animations, faster dodge, increased range of all your attacks. So
that's a good one. Yeah,
nothing worse than taking the swing. You're not even close, and you miss.
Totally miss them.
Gonna be able. I mean, it's supers. You know, there's nothing worse than missing a super, right? Where here, I mean, sure, some people may not like it and think it's easy mode, but come on.
I don't know if I'm a fan of increased range of all attacks though. It feels like the
Arc Strider in PvP, like, you got to get kind of close to him, man, because you just keep swiping, and the more you swipe,
it's a melee attack.
No, but come on, you got this huge arc staff. You know what I mean? It's
you should be like Darth Maul, man, friggin' leaping across the map. Let's go.
Just for Arc Striders, it'll give me a. You know what? I only run Nightstalker because I like the invisibility and I like the.
So your invis is about to get better, homeboy.
Well, yeah. Well,
your invis is about to go up by a second. A full second.
But the aim assist breaking is going to be shorter, though.
Right.
They can lock onto me faster.
Shoulder charge is being reverted, allowing the shoulder charge to be used as a movement speed or movement mode once again, which is classic.
That was never a problem, and it was silly that they took it away.
Remember they did it like the second week, wasn't it? Like earlier. I remember that was like gone. Like right. It was like what the
it was silly. I mean, even in PVE. I mean, I use it in PVE. I'm just running and I go and just to get through to go through. You know, it was dumb that they took it away.
This is a big one though for Warlocks, man. Dawnblade.
There you go.
Dawnblade's getting
this is a big one, man. Reduce the cost for throwing your swords, allowing for 1 additional throw. Increase the duration gain from Everlasting Fire. Removed all in-air accuracy penalties while Swift Strike is active.
I want to stop you real quick. Somebody in chat just said, I wish they increased airborne accuracy. Read what you just read.
Yep, they've increased the removed all in-air accuracy penalties.
Yeah.
While Swift Strike is active. Reduce the Icarus dash cooldown and increase the grenade and melee energy heat rises gives you per kill.
Yep.
Since I'm a Warlock, man, they should have named this the Sean Blade, right?
Sean Blade.
Nice.
Well, they did name area
I see a T-shirt coming on.
No, they did make a area on IO, which is called Echo Mesa. That's clearly me, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Absolutely. The Sean Blade.
The Sean Blade and Echo Mesa.
Oh my God, that's
T-shirts made up.
Yep. So here's what we were just talking about: the invisibility on the dodge. Invisibility no longer breaks the aim assist or projectile tracking in PvP. It's unchanged in PvE. Dodging will still break both aim assist and projectile tracking, but only for the duration of the actual dodge. And let's see, increase duration of invisibility and dodge by 1 second, and the duration of the smoke bomb invisibility by 1 second.
Yep.
So you're getting a little bit, hide in the shadows a little bit longer, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
it's cool.
If you use the one tree where you throw a smoke bomb on your foot to go invis, and you put on graviton forfeit, you're gonna get a good like 8 seconds or something. Like you could do a full flank around them. If you're one of those annoying hunters that runs around with a quick fang, I forget which tree it is. It's the one that I don't use because I use the dodge to go invisible. But you throw your smoke bomb, you're gonna get an extra set. You can literally flank the whole map with your sword if you wanted to.
Yep.
Nice.
And then the next part is huge.
The big one, man. Yeah. Supers are recharging faster for everyone. So supers now recharge a minute and 40 seconds faster.
That's awesome.
25%. That's a big deal.
5%. So what did we just say? I just said a little while ago that, sometimes it could be what a match you're gonna have these quick matches, but let's say an average match is what, maybe 8 minutes, 9
Most
minutes.
people are getting one super, and that's it.
You might be getting two now, man. I mean, that's especially with orbs dropping, people using Masterwork weapons. You're gonna get a lot more orbs, man. It's a good thing. Let's see. Mods that reduce grenade melee and class ability cooldowns have been buffed to allow for up to 2 times faster cooldowns. And
that's
it says,
awesome.
Of course, this
more
is not
grenades.
replacing mods 2.0, so don't, people are probably worried about that.
So, folks, start stockpiling your mods that help with class melee, especially grenades and class abilities if you want. Because right now, for my PvP loadouts, because of my terrible aim, I always go with recoil or reload mods. Like my Titan can reload an Origin Story in 2 seconds because I run double reload mods. But then I use kinetic and energy mods for like for recoil. But now I'm going to start stockpiling mods strictly for grenades, not so much melees, but grenades and class ability mods, because I want to have as many grenades as possible. With this update, if you put the right mods on your character, I want tons of grenades and tons of supers, tons of rips.
My mods are all your class abilities recharge faster mods. Those are the mods that I covet, and I put them on everything. So if they're stacking and you're putting them on different, whether it's armor or gun or whatever, I'm using Striker Titan usually. I've got double grenades. My lightnings are beautiful, especially in PvP. I know what wall to throw it on. I've got 2 and the recharge faster plus my melee. Dude, it's just great. So it's funny. It's the naysayers will go, "Hey, we're just trying to get back to D1." The reality of it is, I don't think so. I mean, I understand why they would say that, but when we get to mods 2.0, which is coming in May, in addition to the stuff that we have now,
mods 2.0 is off the table right now.
I thought it was May still.
It got taken off.
Yeah,
no, they pushed it. No, they didn't push it. They pushed it to.
They said it's definitely coming. They just now we don't know when.
Yep.
Okay.
But to your point of reverting back to Destiny 1, what's wrong with that? You know
nothing.
what I mean?
No, nothing at all.
No, but I'm saying, I'm not saying about you. I'm saying it's so many people. I've seen this. They're just making it go back to Destiny 1. Well, you're complaining that it's not like Destiny.
Yeah, isn't that?
I mean, you can't make these people happy. You know what I mean? Do you think Destiny 1 Crucible was more fun? Okay, so let's try to make Destiny 2 a little bit more like that. How about, what? Let's try this wacky, crazy idea. Let's find a happy medium where it's like Destiny 2 and it's kind of like Destiny 1. But you know what? There's fun in the middle there. That's what you know what I mean? Everyone, relax.
I agree. Relax.
This next bit here, I mean, we can go through these individually, but honestly, I don't think we need to, because literally almost every weapon in the game is getting more PvE damage, more speed, all that good stuff. But the big ones I think that are going to shine, well, first of all, the ones that are going to go down are definitely the auto rifles. So right now, things like Origin Story, Uriels Gift, all that stuff, they may still be viable, but there's definitely going to be better options. And the one that I think is going to rise to the top, and it's the first one they mention here in this list, is Pulse rifles. Pulses now, I think, are going to be the go-to weapons in the Crucible. So I do want to go through everything in there. Increase PvE damage for all the pulses, increase the rate of fire for adaptive and high impact, increase base damage for adaptive, high impact, and rapid fire, increase precision multiplier for lightweight pulses, decrease the precision multiplier for adaptive, and it says this keeps the precision damage close to where it is now, putting most of the buff into the body shots. So right there, if you're not good at aiming at the head, most of the damage now is going to go to the body, and it's still an increase in precision damage overall.
I do want to bring up a couple. I want to bring up a couple,
I want to talk about the pulse rifles real quick, man. I think this is great.
Yeah.
And talking about bringing back things from D1, I'm reading that, and I'm like, can they just release bad juju now? Can we people all gets mad about they get mad about exotics coming back. Can we bring back the bad juju?
I love that.
I loved it, man. That was
if Red Death was to come back with this update, Nerwin's Mercy, But I would just tell people real quick, Autumn Wind from the Crucible, from Shaxx, or if you have the Time Worn Spire from Iron Banner, they're both like clever dragons, and they're good right now. Let alone with all these changes to it. So.
The wing, baby, the wing. Think of the wing.
Yes. Well, now it can actually shine, man. This will be its time, maybe.
I've been asking for it, dude. I've been asking for the wing.
What's the trick with the Vigilance Wing? I am
four shots in a burst.
No. I'm saying, how do you be good with it? 'Cause I am terrible with that thing. Every time I try to
the damage sucks. It's because the damage sucks. Yeah. That's all. So not only is the damage going to be multiplied, but it's going to be multiplied to the body. That's the problem. The problem with that 4-pulse gun is you can't get all 4 on the head.
No,
it's
you
almost
can't.
impossible because of the kick.
Yeah.
So if you start in the body and kick to the head, you're going to do more damage to the body, kick to the head, and hit. And it's going to do more damage. It's going to be
great,
ridiculous. Man. That gun's going to be beautiful. I can't wait for that thing to be dominant. It's great.
Yep.
I tweeted Kevin and Josh last night, but I didn't get an answer for it. I want to know, how did Sweet Business perform in this update? Because last night, we were playing on it, and I love being annoying Sweet Business guy because it annoys my teammates who I'm in party chat with, and it annoys the other team where I see them around the corner, I just start hip firing, winding out, and then they get hosed. They'll try to jump, especially Warlocks, right? They'll glide in the air. I'm just hosing them down. They get wasted. I love it.
Nerfs, yeah, that's another one. I had good call.
But for assault rifles, they're only decreasing the range and aim assist for precision autos, Uriels gift, but they're saying that the base damage is not going to be changed. So, like, they're not nerfing them into the ground.
Yeah,
like,
true. So it might be more
based on all, like, which we're not going to go over everything, but they're trying to give us other options, like hand cannons. Scouts are all getting a base damage for high imp. Well, I'm sorry. For PvE, they're getting big buffs, but pulses, hand cannons, sidearms, SMGs are getting an optic increase. Sidearms for
my
PvE.
My favorite is this sniper rifle.
Increased PvE damage.
Wait, increased PvE damage, yes, okay, but increased precision multiplier. But along with an increased precision multiplier is increased aim assist and increased inventory size. So you've got more ammo to be stored. So you got more shots, increased aim assist, increased precision multiplier. Hello, Real Crafty. You should really like this update, just so you know. And then shotguns too. They increase the inventory size has been a big deal.
Let me ask you this, man. With the PvE damage pretty much across the board for all these weapons, because obviously we're all looking at this as PvP. What is that going to do for just the game, like PvE side of the game? Is it not saying it's going to make it easier?
Straight up, it's going to make it so much better because right now, and I'm looking at my loadout, I only in strikes and most PvE stuff will use the same things: Better Devils, Origin Story, Manananan, Uriel's Gift, Sins of the Past, Nameless Midnight. Did I say that already? And that's it. And I have every legendary in the game. I don't use any of them because those are my crutch weapons, And I think they're trying to go back to give us variety. Like in Destiny 1, when I would do strikes, I'd be like, all right, is today going to be a Hawk Moon night? Is today going to be a Fate Break? You know what I mean? Like there was so much more that wouldn't put me at a disadvantage. Where, like if I put on some, like some decent energy, like the forged weapons, I don't know, man, they're not that great. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what? My favorite thing,
good, but they're not good. I mean, they're not great. Yeah.
My favorite thing that we're discussing right now, you know what it is?
What?
For the first time in a long time, we're kind of having a meta discussion.
Yes, we are. That's right.
Yeah.
And across the board, dude, PvP.
We haven't had a meta discussion in it so now when these things get dropped and we go into PvP, all of a sudden remember when it was like, and this is here's the thing that I wanted to bring up. I've had vault space issues in D2 ridiculous because in the past it's always the meta has changed. And if I deleted everything, I had that gun that's now the best gun in the game, but I deleted it. So I never deleted anything. When I got a decent roll or I got a certain gun, I would just put it in the vault because I know at some point in time that gun's going to have its day. Yeah. And that went away. So I deleted the crap out of everything. And now here comes all the changes. But in reality, this is all good stuff. And this is the reason that, honestly, this is really the reason that I had storage issues in D1 is because the meta changed. And now here we are talking about meta again, and the meta is going to start to change, which is really exciting and it's fun. And going to try and figure out what is going to be the best gun in PvP, what is going to be the best gun in certain situations, what is going to be my best if it's a hand cannon, if it's pulse, which one's the best, which it used to be rolls, now it's going to be mods eventually. So there's going to be a lot more to, it's a cerebral game. It used to be such a cerebral game. It's gotten less cerebral, but I think they're going back to that.
Yeah, they're trying to bring it back.
You're going to be able to, so it's going to be great, man.
I mean, just making more options viable, man, right away just instantly makes it more of a cerebral game, So.
Just want to address something real quick before we get into the perks. Is that I see a lot of questions that are tweeted to me. Is this going to bring back the streamers? Is this going to bring back the PvPers? I think they're going to come back and try it, but more than likely, they need to try it with new content, right? So I got a feeling May is really like I've been saying this, like for ages. You take all of the development plan, you take the quality of life things, the changes, the buffs, nerfs, whatever, and this and that. Throw on a new DLC with a new raid lair, with new PvP maps, with new, just new weapons to get and everything. Then I think they may have a reason to come back and stuff. So I just want to, like for people to set their expectations right now. Maybe they'll put down the building of walls and just jumping and shotgunning, shotgunning Fortnite for a little bit. And check out the new DLC in May, I think. I don't think they're going to come right back just for this DLC. I think they'll come back when just for the update, I think. I think they'll come back when a new DLC, when they got some new maps, like some new weapons. But a bunch of them may come back just to test out 1.1.4.
Yeah.
Oh, they will, yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of these perks, man. The big one, we can go through some of them, but the biggest one, I think, is that Dragonfly one. That was one, Sean, you've always been saying. Like, fix Dragonfly, increasing the damage, increasing the radius.
Just for Sean.
Stronger visual effects.
Firefly was the greatest, man. You'd shoot one thrall, and his two buddies right next to him would get wasted for him. But things like Rampage is short, and they're increasing the PvE damage and the duration of Rampage.
Yep.
Kill Clip, increased PvE damage.
Great.
There's some good changes there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Personally, for me, I think all of it is looking pretty good, looking exciting. I think a lot of it was kind of interesting to have this drop. And then, like I said, I played a lot of Iron Banner this week and, like, thinking in my head as I'm playing Iron Banner, like, man, this game is just going to be that much better, when this drops. And just, what are we now? 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
2 weeks away, I think this thing's coming
March
out.
27th.
Let me ask you guys a question. As we looked at all of the stuff that I had in the rundown there and the stuff that was in the TWAB, almost every single one of those guns, it's PvE, 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 PvE. Yep. It's all mentioned PvE. But the reality of it is, it doesn't matter how it's really affecting PvE.
No, not at all. No.
It's really a matter of how it's affecting PvP.
Yep.
It really is.
Well, yes and no. Because like I said,
I'm not saying completely, but I'm saying like in our minds and in our audience's mind is like, how's it going to affect me when I'm fighting another dude or dudette?
This is going to piss a lot of people off, but you know what? That's it. Now the F-bomb. The PvP community thinks the world revolves around them and that people buy units and play the game for PvP. I hate to break it to you guys, but the numbers back when Destiny 2 was at its peak and in Destiny 1, PvE always outnumbered the PvP folks. You know what I mean? So we in PvE, during the raid, during strikes, during whatever this and that, we want to be OP. And the fact that they're giving us more of a variety of different things to choose from rather than, all right, here's a strike, here's a raid, I'm going to use Nameless Midnight, I'm going to use Banananan, I'm going to use my origin story. You know what I mean? Like, for me to go in to do PvE activities with the new DLC coming out in May and have a variety of, because they're increasing SMG damage for PvE. That's great. I never use SMGs in PvE.
Right. Yep.
There's no point. So, look, let's face it, guys. The game at its core is a PvE looter shooter that happens to have a pretty cool PvP aspect to it. You know what I mean? People judge it based on the fact of how many people watch it on Twitch. Sorry, guys, that's bullshit.
That's
you know
the
what
thing,
I mean?
Right? That's
more
the
people.
Thing. Right.
Like when Luke Smith. I think it was Luke Smith said it in an interview in Edge magazine last summer. Killing aliens is effing relaxing. At the heart, in my opinion, please chime in. The game itself is people just want to come home and relax and shoot aliens and do a raid and play with their friends. And then there's a big PvP community, but I don't think the PvP I don't think it has the effect of like Black Ops 2 or Call of Duty had, where I'd watch Optic, Scumpy, and Nade Shot and Ozarek, and all of a sudden I want to go play multiplayer. I just don't think it's like that yet.
Right.
Get to that.
Yeah, I would say it could get to that. I think if you look back at D1, the Twitch PvPers are kind of what carried Destiny through its big content droughts. That I think most people would agree for. However, what really sold the units, I don't think it was a kid really watching Real Crafty play that bought them or made them go out and get it. It was actually the commercials on TV of, oh my God, here's the new Destiny stuff, and oh my God, the tower's destroyed, let me go buy it. Whether or not those people stuck around, I don't know. That's a whole separate story. But again, I think, like you said, Sean, I think that's definitely what sold the units. But that's the beauty of Destiny, is it has both of those sides. And well, it's the beauty, but it's also the curse of Destiny, right? Is Bungie? It is. They have both sides of this community that they need to appease them both to keep them both happy and both continuing to play the game. And, unfortunately, if you break one side, it's just abandoned.
It's a rough boat, because I'd like more PvE activity, because Mark, you just started a Warlock, right?
Dude,
have it come out.
I'm like a 322 Warlock, which I'm going to say this.
You hate the jump?
Still Titan for life. No, but
Jump is awful.
been having some fun, man. I've been having some fun playing
great.
Warlock, dude.
Because you're being forced to use other weapons, right?
When you
You're going through the story
Sean,
again.
I rolled for like 20 minutes. That was the best weapon I had, and I had to use an SMG, and it was like, all right, I'm going to learn to do this. I'm using my Sunshot like crazy. I never use hand cannons, but I'm like, for my Warlock, that's my main just gun I'm going to roll with. I'm going to be a gunslinger, and boom, that's what I'm doing. And it's fun. It's different than, you know, constantly playing my Titan that I always play.
Because if they can go back and somehow make the meditations different and more rewarding, and not just 3 to 4 stories per week, you can go back and bring back a weekly playlist with burns or, you know what?
Look, I gotta say, like, I'm never the one that look. I'm one of those that believes in if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. I hate the meditations, man. I
you know what it is? I like the stories, but thing is, I want to play them not in that fashion. Like I liked firing up the weekly story playlist. I like that it had 3 modifiers on it, and it was either Earth or Venus, or it was Mars and whatever, or or it was Dark Champions, and I didn't know which one I was going to get. I think they need to tweak that a little bit. So, you know, maybe make it 4 to 5 random ones, right? Give Ikora Ray a new loot pool. Give us an incentive to use to do meditations, and give them modifiers. It'll be the same basic thing, you know. A big point, or I think a big problem with Destiny is that we were used to going to the tower and picking up bounties. You had a tangible thing you picked up, you put it in your inventory. I got to go do that, right? Whereas when you log into each destination, you're doing the same thing, right? You do XYZ, you get rep, and rep in Destiny 2 is tokens.
The tokens,
I just don't feel like it doesn't have the impact when I log into IO and I see my 3 challenges. It's not as fun as if I went to a vendor in the tower and grabbed 3 IO challenges. Okay, I gotta go the loot a lost sector over here. I have to go to Echo Mesa. I got to kill, you know what I mean? Like, I just think like there's got to be a way where maybe take the daily challenges, but put them in a big board or something, or give them to the NPCs to change things up a little bit. Because I feel like that was part of the experience is, all right, you know, like my friend Chris always used to yell at me because before we'd play PvP, I'd be like, dude, I got to go to the tower for, he'd be like, why the F you got to go to the tower for? I was like, I got to get my bounties because I could get the Shaxx bounty done to get that God roll IS Luna or Lord High Fix or whatever. So I feel like I really hope, and Christopher Barrett, I think, did hint at they want to go back to that. I covered it a long time ago because Chris Barrett is a great follow on Twitter because he answers a lot of community questions. And I think he did allude to something like that of vendors maybe having. This is a long time ago, so I'm kind of talking my butt.
You know.
Well, Shawnee, I think just real quick, Sean. I'm sorry, Mark.
No, go.
Real quick. I think the thing that what's coming is those individual weapons or specific weapon archetypes, or if you like shotguns, if you like snipers, if you like auto rifles, if you like pulse rifles, whatever it is, whatever type of game, you know, gameplay that you like, there's gonna be a viable option.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to be great about this.
Giving us options, man. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Want to play. Yeah. Just real quick before we move on to the clan spotlight here, I want to mention it's kind of feeding off what you were talking about, Sean, about how when I was playing my Warlock, it was making me use weapons I'm not comfortable with. Well, this weekend, my son surprisingly pulled himself away from Fortnite and asked me if I wanted to play World War II with him, you know, Call of Duty. It's like, sure, because they just brought back permanently the gun game. And he loves gun game. And like, you know, not that I don't know if that would work in Destiny, but like, if you guys aren't familiar with gun game, basically what it is you got to get, I think it's 18 kills you got to get in Call of Duty. And every time you get a kill, the gun in your hand switches to something. So like you may have, you know, a machine gun, and the next time it's a sniper, and the next time it's just a regular rifle or a pistol, and the very last one is like a knife. You have to melee basically to get the kill. That would be so cool, I think, in Destiny, where it's like, here's you got a Uriels gift, and then now you have, you know, better devils, and then now you know,
you got a risk runner or something like that.
Yeah, and now you have a colony. Like, you're constantly just switching around, because then it would give people, which, I mean, most people who are continuing to play the game, you have a lot of the weapons in the game, but you may find a weapon you don't have, and you have it for that 1 second, and then it switches. But it makes it a level playing field where everybody playing gets the same weapons in that same order. But the next time you play, it like resets. And yeah, Dan in the chat says when you die, it sets you back one. It's not when you die, it's when you get meleeed. So if somebody stabs you and like melees you with a knife, you go back to one of those other weapons. I don't know. It just made me thought of that or think of that when we were saying that. Because I think it's just a fun game mode, and I think something like that in Destiny would just be a fun diversion, kind of like Mayhem. Like, it could be just kind of this monthly thing that just kind of comes around.
They took cues from Call of Duty when they brought Supremacy, because Supremacy is kill confirmed.
It is.
Kill confirmed is a fun game. Supremacy is a fun game.
Instead of tags, they're
Control is domination, right?
Right.
Control is
Control is domination. Clash's team deathmatch.
Well, Control's been in every game. I mean,
It
everybody
is.
has
No, it
Control.
is.
Yeah, everyone's got domination control.
But I think a gun game in Destiny would be a lot of fun after playing with him, because I had never really dabbled with it that much. But this weekend we were just like, we played it for like an hour just straight, just so much fun, man. And of course, when I kill him, he's screaming like, "Dad, you killed me!" I'm like, I don't even know it's you. You're just the first person that pops in front of me, man.
That's funny.
So, all right, so I think overall the Sandbox is 1.1.4. Looks like it's going to be bringing some good things to the game. If you're listening to the show and haven't been playing for a while, because I knew there are some of you out there, dive in and check it out. I think it's something that may make PvP feel a little bit more like the nostalgia people have for D1. And honestly, I mean, I'm most excited for the fact that we're going to be faster. We're going to be able to feel more powerful more often because we're going to.
Well, something I was thinking about being faster, like Mark, the main one of the main reasons that we never took off Mida is because we could go faster.
Run like a maniac. Yeah.
That's the reason we love Mida. It did damage, and we ran like a maniac. I mean, so obviously we want to move fast. So it's a great update. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. So
yep.
Time will tell here, but we're only a few weeks away, so we'll see. Let's move on here to our clan spotlight, the part of the show where we give you a clan to hopefully get out there if your clan has left you or if you're looking for a clan. We're always looking to spread the love of clans. So if you have a clan and you want to have it spotlighted here on the show, email us feedback at theguardiansofdestiny.com. Be sure to put clan spotlight in the subject line. And Caleb, who do you got for us this week, man?
All right, so I do not have a clan. I've got something else this week. It's a little interesting thing. So we had somebody contact us, and I don't have all of the deets completely, but I wanted to go ahead and spotlight them because if the premise is what I think it is, this could be really cool. So it's not a clan. It's a site in a place where we've always asked for clan wars. I've asked for clan wars a million times. We want to have clan wars. We want to have in-game clan wars, all these things. So it's a place on Xbox One or PS4, and it's called Destiny Clan Warfare. Nice. And it says, wage war against other clans in Destiny 2 and battle your way to the top of the Destiny Clan leaderboard. We run weekly events for clans to compete against each other in D2. Any clan can sign up, and once you're signed up, you're in forever. Clans from 1 to 100 people are welcome. Based on clan size, it's based on clan size, and are put into 3 divisions to compete against clans of similar sizes. So however many people are in your clan, they'll look at you, they'll compete you against clans of a similar size. We run PvP and PvE events. So whether it's PvP clan wars or PvE events, like maybe it's raid races, whatever the case is, check them out. So it's Ben is one of the people in his, it says Benedfit, BENEDFIT. And that's and I'll give you the deets in a minute, and Matt, which is M Beard. So the website is this, I don't know if it's a website or email, but it's developers@destinyclanwarfare.com. So developers@destinyclanwarfare.com, or join their Discord server, which if you go there, but it's a simple web address, http://discord.destinyclanwarfare.com to get into their Discord. So look, I want you guys to hit them up and give us feedback on what the deal is, because I would have liked a little more detail, but I at least wanted to spotlight it because it has the potential to be something really, really cool. I didn't hit them up because I read this today and I said, well, this could really be cool. I want to get some feedback from our followers and people that are in the community. Hit these guys up, test them out, push them, let us know what the deal is. And if it's as good as it, I mean, I've had delusions of grandeur about this forever. But if it's as good as I think that it could be, let us know, and we will push it harder, and this thing will be big. And I would even spotlight this at Guardian Con if it's as good as it could be, because there's a lot of potential there. So
yeah, definitely, man.
Look these guys up. Destiny Clan Warfare. It's a site where you can do clan wars, PvE and PvP. Hit them up, and please hit us back up about how your adventure was. So please let us know.
Definitely.
Yep.
And again, if you're looking for a clan, or if you want your clan to be spotlighted here on the show, email us feedback@theguardiansofdestiny.com, and be sure to put clan spotlight in the subject line. So, all right, guys, let's move on here to our final part of the show, the part of the show where we give you a voice here on the show that we call Messages from the City. And again, that email is feedback@theguardiansofdestiny.com. Keep the topics and questions coming, guys. We love reading through these every week. This first one comes to us from Versatile Flea 8. And he says, hello, Guardian Radio. Versatile Flea 8 here with an idea for improving a part of Destiny that needs a little love. Your Ghost. Like many Guardians, I collect everything I can, and Ghost Shells are no exception. Because I have so many and they all have different perks, I usually have to fumble around with my phone figuring out which feature works on which planet, and then have to transfer it between Guardians before even leaving for the gameplay destination. Lately, I don't even bother because it takes too long, and I just end up using the one that happens to be equipped and never using the bonus. What if we just had one Ghost with unlockable perks, as if it was learning based on your accomplishments? Want to be able to detect resources in the EDZ? Find 25 resources there on your own, and that perk unlocks. Find 50 resources, and the detection radius is increased. Want to detect chests on Nessus? Find 15 of those to unlock that perk, and find more for another radius bonus. Each perk for each planet could be unlockable and available without ever swapping out your Ghost. The more you accomplish, the more perks you unlock. Maybe a bonus experience perk for Crucible could unlock after 50 Crucible wins. For cosmetics, shell options could be located in the subscreen, and therefore ones could be selected from a menu of tasks you have completed. For example, finish the story mode, and a new shell option appears, or unlock all the forge weapons from the DLC, and a Sagara shell pops up. This would mean I could use a Ghost with all the perks I want and never have to equip a puffy Ghost shell again. Your Ghost is an important part of the game, but in gameplay, it seems fairly generic. By having all these perks unlockable in one place, it strengthens the importance of the Ghost's identity in the game and its relationship with your Guardian, making it a real partner to work with and develop. Not to mention, it would also free up some precious vault space. What do you guys think? Yes.
I love this idea.
Yes. Yes.
Because it makes you do things. And yeah, I mean, I use Destiny IO Manager, and it's annoying because every time if I'm going to destination, I have to type in Nessus or I type in IO to see which Ghost, because I have so many Ghost Shell. Which one gives me detect resources? Which one gives me the bonus XP on IO? You know what I mean? So I love these ideas.
I have an even better idea. So you get whatever, even your generic Ghost that you got from D1 that's gray and it's still Dinklebot, whatever, right? Whatever Ghost it is, it doesn't. So you have your Ghost is whatever. You have your Ghost. Then you can have a cosmetic item to make it look however the hell you want, with some sort of what are they called now?
Aura.
Whatever. But see, a shell or a God, I'm blanking on the word that I'm looking for.
But anyways.
So
it's cosmetic.
It's cosmetic, right? So just make it look however you want it, right? But any shell that you have, any Ghost that you have, should exactly that have unlock different things by things that you do, which will then allow you to have certain perks, right? I love this idea. So instead of having us getting 17,000 Ghosts, you can have what is the freaking word that I'm looking for? That's not. Make your armor look a different way. I'm blank. Come on, you guys. Like, yeah. You go to Eververse right now and you get a blank to make your whatever look whatever.
Oh, like the way that you can make the guns look different. You're saying?
Yeah,
I get you. Like, well, I know what you mean, but I think that's kind of what he's saying, man. Is it's like and if skins, it's basically a skin, almost like for your Ghost.
Skin.
But
right.
Like, think about it, dude. Like. The way right now the Ghost works, like in the logic of Destiny, how weird is it that it's the same voice, it's the same Ghost, but yet we're constantly changing Ghosts?
Different Ghosts, right.
We should never be changing ornaments. There you go.
Ornaments.
We should never be changing the Ghost, right? It should always be the same Ghost. You're just changing the way he looks.
Right. So if you had your basic Ghost that came with it, and you have an ornament, whatever ornament you like that looks the way that you want it to look, great. You put that ornament on, and then any Ghost that you have with any ornament that you want, they all unlock the same stuff. I think this is a great idea, and it incentivizes you. We always ask for the carrot, right? Gives you the carrot in the end of the stick to go, I want to do this because I want this perk. I want to do this because I want this perk. And then you can just, and maybe you can't have so many perks at the same time. You have to pick the perk that you want depending on where you're going, right? Whatever, but this is just a brilliant idea.
Well, you know what this almost does? I mean, we've been asking for, and Sean, I know you've been a proponent here on the show, definitely, of like the record books.
Yeah.
The Ghost could almost
So much
be
fun.
a quote-unquote
A
record book. If you
yeah.
have all these different perks that you can unlock, it's like, okay, I need to go out. I got to find 15 chests on IO. I got to go to, I got to do this. I got to do that. And it's incentivizing you because it's unlocking perks that you're going to get, but then you're always going to have those perks available to you, which this is a fantastic idea, man. I think it's great.
Brilliant.
And I do want to point out that he's an Exo Warlock for life, because I forgot to say that there at the end of the email.
God, let me delete that email real quick.
Yep.
Hang on.
Terrible idea. Terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Titan should have came up with it.
That's great, man.
Yeah, but let's see. Next email comes to us from I Am Skolas, and he says, I just wanted to drop this email and say how awesome the Guardian Radio podcast is. As a Guardian that is still very passionate about this game and play it daily, because even with the problems, it is still an amazing game. I appreciate you guys because it seems like every other Destiny podcast these days is just a Destiny bash session, and it's refreshing to have you guys talk positively and give constructive criticism. Regardless of the fake news on Reddit and Twitter, there is still a very passionate and strong community that plays and loves this game. I agree with you, K-Dub. We need to build this community with the people that are still playing and appreciate this game and allow the others to move on if that's what they choose to do. As for me, I'm hanging on because this game is only getting better. And this email was directly from
Skolas. He's still alive. I'm going to kill him, man.
Yeah, we killed him, man.
Fight.
He's happy. He likes the show.
One of the best fights in the
You
game.
just stomped on my head a minute ago. It sucks.
Thank you for those kind words.
Yeah,
you know, like
you.
you could definitely tell we're not faking it here. You know what I mean?
Right.
If we weren't into the game, we more than likely would have packed this thing up a long time ago, I think. You know what I mean? But the fact that we're still having fun and we have fun hanging out as friends, as well as talking about this game, I think it's pretty hard to fake that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So.
Right. I mean, look, the point of it is, we've said this all along, you can do whatever you want. Like, play whatever you want. We've always said that. We've always said that. The reason that you play Destiny and the reason that we enjoy playing Destiny, whatever the gameplay is because you enjoy playing with your friends, man. Yep. Like, that's what it's about. That's the reason that there's a clan system in place. It's the reason that Deej is the community manager. It's because he came from a clan. It's a clan-based, community-based game. If you don't get that, you don't get it. So thank you for your email. It's awesome.
Yep.
Love it. It's great, man. We're going to keep keeping on.
Maybe I'll load up Destiny 1 and kill you again. Let's see. This next final email comes to us from Drago. And he says, hey, Guardian Radio, longtime viewer here, and I can't thank you enough for covering this game we love so much. It is through your podcast that I actually found my clan, and I'm happy to say Origins and Endings on PC is thriving with more and more Guardians. We even had to make a few more Discord channels to have 4 raid teams going on at the same time. Nice. We can do clan raid races.
This is a PC clan, by the way.
Yes, it is.
PC.
He says, we do clan raid races every reset day, which include Leviathan, all the Underbelly chests, and Challenge, and Eater of Worlds. We've been mixing up the raid runs by having our own challenge or handicaps every week, such as an all-blue weapons run, different loadout runs, team exotics like Rat King or Telesto. He said, I want to ask you guys if you had any more ideas for our own raid challenges for the clan. Before the Prestige raid starts, putting what we do in the actual game for actual rewards other than the competitive races on Tuesday. Maybe we even give your own idea to spice up our own raid. By the way, Mesa, it would be hilarious if you did the Argos Pizzeria with the WTF Game Nation to spice up their EOW too. I would watch that YouTube video nonstop. Haha.
By the way, I got to stop you. Their Argos, I had to trim it a little bit. Their Argos Pizzeria, they have certain rules based upon call-outs on what you have to do as you're going through the raid.
Yeah.
So it's like a crazy, like it's
awesome.
It's nuts what they do. It's crazy, yeah. So,
says also, I want to attach what I thought was some pretty sweet-looking FWC gear on the Hunter, hoping to prove Mesa Sean wrong and maybe show him an aesthetically pleasing FWC set. By the way, it has a new Monarchy shader, so I don't know if that's cheating. Haha.
No, it's not. That's a
keep
good
up the great work,
Hunter.
guys. I look forward to every Guardian Radio. By the way, Titan Master Race, Draco. So I'm gonna put up.
You know, he says Titan Master Race, but he still sent us a
conflicted?
pic. Yeah, he still
Hunter, though.
He still sent us a pic of an FWC Hunter to try and change Shawnee's mind about the FWC because it looks really, really good.
Looks pretty good, man.
And
it's
so it
still
looks
not
pretty tight.
You got to look at the new Monarchy Hunter set, though. I don't know. This looks good. I'm looking at Drago. Is that a Drago from
Drago.
Rocky?
Yes, Ivan Drago. Right.
But to answer his question about the ideas for raid challenges, they're coming. Remember, they put out a few weeks ago where each week it's all the raids are going to have raid lair and raid will have rotating loadouts where you have to use I think one was like a sidearm submachine gun, shotgun. You know, something like that. So, but I hope with those raid challenges, again, the question is, what's the carrot? Is there going to be more loot added to the raid? Is it going to be more, not more ornaments? I'm done with Destiny. I want weapons. I want new toys to play with, you know? I think the ornaments are cool, but if you're going to give us raid challenges, what's going to be the carrot that I'm going to chase? If it's some ridiculous shotgun, or if it's a Outbreak Prime weapon-like quest, yeah, I'm definitely going to try to do that, you know?
We need more of that. I love the Outbreak. I think Outbreak Prime
was awesome.
Probably my favorite. That was probably my favorite quest in
ever.
D1.
Yeah.
One of my favorite guns, too, for both PvE and PvE.
Really was.
Especially
really
PvE.
was.
Yo, PvE was great, man. Yep.
And Wrath of the Machine. Every time you kill an ad and a little nanite spawn.
Just doing the whole puzzle and jumping on each thing and the communication and the with again it goes to clan
binary
and your friend, the binary code, but it goes to figuring out puzzles with your friends and having fun together. That's the greatest part of Destiny, is doing this thing with your friends and figuring out puzzles and issues and figuring it out. It's just the best part of Destiny. It's why it's so amazing. So hopefully we get more of that. That'd be great.
Definitely.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, though, I don't think we're going to get a lot of that until May. But hopefully we'll be coming soon, man.
That's only a month and a half away, bro.
I know, right?
These changes.
It's not that far away, man.
We also need to set our expectations properly, right? This more than likely is not going to be a Taken King size expansion, right? It's probably going to be as big as Curse of Osiris. But you throw on some new content, and I always said this: the story for Curse of Osiris was way longer than Dark Below, House of any of the other DLCs. Yep. So I'm saying, like, you throw on all of these changes to Sandbox, to quality of life, throw on new strikes, new raid lair, new PvP maps, and even game mode or something. Absolutely. We're going to be in for a good time. But I think the real big thing, and Activision confirmed this on the quarterly earnings calls, it's going to be another, I forgot the terms, I think it was Epic Adventure planned for later this year, which I think is them saying a September, probably a $40 DLC, like Taken Kings, like that. I think that's where we're going to see some dramatic changes. But right now, they're prepping us so that we have all these fun changes, so then when they drop new content in with these changes, it's going to be a good time. I think
that'll be Mods 2.0 too, Sean. I think
they're
going to hold it off, man, and just say, you know what, let's hold off, play test it, make sure it's done right, and not rush it just to get it out. You know.
So by the way, in chat, real quick, there've been a number of people in chat tonight talking about a different voice on our Ghost. I've been asking this since literally the launch of D1. I've wanted the Snoop Ghost. Yep. I've wanted the Sam Jackson Ghost. I've wanted like, guess what? It ain't happening, y'all.
Nope.
No.
It ain't happening.
No, I wish it was, man.
Unless they went to a thing where it was only in PvP, you know, and there was just a couple things that they said.
I miss Dinklebot.
Honestly, I watched a video recently, and just hearing his voice, I was like, man, that was the best.
He just was more serious. Nolan Droid is like an annoying C-3PO. You know what I mean? Like, that's how he sounds.
Like C-3PO.
Wait, I was just going to say, wait a minute, Sean. He is that C-3PO. Is C-3PO ever not annoying? Like, come on.
He's just...
diehard Star Wars fan, but definitely. Real quick, too, man, and you kind of mentioned it with the story. Like, being that I played my Warlock, got him all leveled up again, and played the Osiris stuff, because, again, I had only played that the one time, basically, with my Titan. This time through, and I recommend people do this, again, if you're looking for something in Destiny to do, go back and take your time kind of and soak in some of the environments, because it just constantly, I am blown away at just the art in this game in some moments. Some of those moments where you go into those caves, like the Lost Sectors. I wish I had the website. I got to look this up. It was a Reddit page somebody started, and it was all just Lost Sectors without HUDs on, and they just went in, and there's so many of these spaces that are just beautiful. But think about it. How many people just went in just to finish it, and you get the hell out. You get the loot out. You know, it's a faction rally. You're in, you're out. You're not paying attention to anything. You just get in and you're out. Take some time. Just go into the game, and rather than, now that you're max level, now that you got nothing to chase just the experience of being in the game world. Like, that's kind of what I did with my Warlock, and I was like, this is more enjoyable. Because when I think back to leveling my Titan, it was just that I just couldn't get it out of my head that I needed to just race to that high level, because I got to be raid ready. I got to be just the highest level. I gotta finish this expansion. I got to do this. I got to do that. Just go enjoy it. Just have fun. Like, there are so many beautiful places in this game. And, you know, my Warlock now is like a 323. I'm ready to now go start my Hunter. I think I'm going to do it probably within the next day or so. Fire him up. And, again, just enjoy kind of going through the spaces again. Because, you know, the game right now, if you're just looking for that loot, you're not taking the time to do that. And, you know, if anything that people can agree on, I think there's two things. That the audio team killed it again with Destiny 2, and the art team crushed it. You know, that's
why
one
I can't do that, Mark?
Universal response. Don't even tell me Vault Space. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Because you're an idiot if it's Vault Space, dude. Your guy has 9 spots on each slot. Just delete that crap till you hit level 25, dude.
I'm totally kidding.
That's all you gotta
do the same. No, I'm totally kidding.
All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up there. Don't forget, email us feedback at theguardiansofdestiny.com if you have your email read here on the show, just like these guys. And also, don't forget, next week, if you want to tune in live on Twitch, we will be on Sean's channel, youtube.com/Mesa Sean. Same show, same everything, just over there this time. And again, we can easily now bump that over to YouTube. And if you do want to check the show from tonight out, the video, if you weren't here on Twitch, you can find it also on Sean's channel, youtube.com/Mesa Sean. And I want to give a big thank you to all our EBD subscribers. Check your inboxes. All your episodes should be there.
We had a little fun.
The way it works now is Podbean is sending you the email with EBD. And you just use your EBD login or your Podbean login to get those audio versions of the episode. If you get the video version, that I directly emailed that to you, or the link to that. And if you want to help support the show, you can find it in the show notes. You can find it on our website. Find it in the Twitch feed, the chat feed, and I think even down below. $1 gets you listed on the Wall of Guardians. $5 gets you access to EBD Radio, and $7 gets you that as well as a video version of the show. And again, you guys are helping bring us to Guardian Con again. We're not going to tweet it out or anything like that, but I saw today there was a little tweet that went out of people confirmed to be going to Guardian Con, and oh my man, people lost their minds. Like, oh man,
why am I not on the list?
Where is everybody? Why am I not there? We're there, guys. We're gonna be there.
We're confirmed, by the way.
We're confirmed. We're confirmed here. I'm confirming it with all of you right there. We will be there. We will have a booth. Don't worry about it. Guardian Radio will, as always.
We will be the tower. We'll be the rebuilt tower.
That's right. Yeah, we're rebuilding the tower. So just look for it.
Fortnite destroyed all the surrounding areas, and we'll be the tower standing rebuilt.
If anybody has a really good Shaxx cosplay, you need to come hang out at the booth.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
8-6.
Yeah, look at Mystic. She heard Destiny 2 was on the 2nd floor. Yeah, that's pretty much, I think, it's kind of what that little video showed, wasn't it?
I like a higher point of view anyway. That's fun.
Right. We can look down on everybody else.
That's right.
But all right, you guys got anything else you want to throw out here at the end of the show?
No, that's it, guys. Yeah, looking forward to next week.
Yes, definitely. So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you here, as always, for tuning into the show. However you're tuning in, whether it's through Podbean, through iTunes, through Twitch, through YouTube, whatever your podcast service of choice is. Thank you so much. And with that, we'll catch you guys next time. Later.
Later.